big welcome back, guys. We have added a new toy to the collection. For anyone that saw, I used to have an MXZ 440. Some shit went down and the engine stopped working, and that was the end of that, so I had to sell it. I have no idea what went wrong. I was riding it and it was going great. Just shut it off and it wouldn't restart. But I didn't want to waste the end of winter trying to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out quickly, so I sold it and I bought this. Here we have a 2006 ArticCat Sabercat 500. Would have been nice if it had been like an 800 or something like that, but whatever. 500 is still good enough to get out there and have some fun on. So I bought this for 1,500 bucks. As is, it does run and it goes. It's got reverse, electric start, heated grips. There's something cool that I learned. Well, I don't know if it's really cool or not, but something I learned about it, which is that the high beam switch is apparently in the brake handle, because I couldn't figure out how to get the high beams on the other day. So somehow it does that, but that's brakes. I don't know. I gotta look into it. The brake works on the sled. But there's no battery, so the electric start doesn't work. And I have not actually really took a look at this thing. It was just, I paid 1,500 bucks. It ran. I drove it up the ramp on the back of my truck, and that was it. They did disclose to me that there's been some stitching along here that looks like, you know, like fucking Chucky. But I don't care. It doesn't. I'm not that picky. Other than that, it's an 06 and it looks like in decent shape, except for obviously the seat. It's pretty jacked up. Got all digital gauges. And let's come ahead and look under here. I thought that this was going to break because like it swings so far forward, but it seems like it's by design. Like eventually it stops and hangs there. But I really don't know. Hopefully that's how it goes. This is definitely a lot more complicated looking engine than my 440. It's got a lot more going on in here with computer wires and parts and whatever else. Let me switch views here so I can get the light on, and we're going to check out this engine compartment. Okay, so this is the maiden look into here. 2005, not 2006, sorry. It's got what do we got? Some shit for spring tensions and all that. I kind of smell like it might be something going on with the clutch, but I'm not sure, or the belt. Yeah, this belt has been burning out, I think. Yeah, I can see little pieces of rubber up here. It smells like burning clutch. In here, oh, there's like pieces of belt on the ground. That would probably explain why. Let's look here. So the guys I got it off got it in a package deal with some sleds that they weren't interested, or that they wanted, sorry, and this one they weren't interested in, so they were just like, yeah, fuck it. So let's have a look here. So like, yeah, it runs and drives, but this belt is pretty worn out. And I checked, the only thing I've really checked was the oil in the chain case, which looked like it had a bit of metal flake in it. However, watching other people's YouTube videos, I think that's pretty common. I can't really get this belt off with one hand, so let's see if I can crank it. I'm trying to see if those chunks were off this belt or not, but or if they're off a previous one. But for 1,500 bucks, I was kind of expecting to do some work. All right, so now to look around and shit, we've got, oh sorry, I'm not focused in. We've got a couple of wires here. I don't know what they're for. Oh, probably these right here for the visor, the heated visor. Sorry guys, bad view there. So my helmet, I got a nice new helmet, but it doesn't have a heated visor on it, but I know I can get it as an add-on. But anyway, so this is probably why the belt Smells like burning. I don't know if the clutch is good like it seems to be. We might do a compression test in here too. And we might hook up a battery, but we're having a look around first. Let me jump across it. It's got heated shit, and yeah, got the reverse there. That's nice because moving that other one back and forth really really sucked. Let's go ahead and pull this out. So at first it says here, it says drop case, and I was like, what the hell is that? So when I pulled it out, I realized that it was the what you call it there, maybe, and it might not have been metal flake in there. I'm not really sure. I might have. Yeah, I see some glitter in there, but let's see if we can focus on it. But I watched another guy's video, and he seemed to think that that was okay. That's the chain rubs on like the aluminum housing or something. So if you know about that and you've got an opinion, I'd love to hear it. We are going to obviously end up having to pull that all apart, but really, and I should do smarter things, but I'm not that smart. So really, I know that I should be pulling this apart and going over everything before ripping it. But I really want to try to just use it the rest of the season, and then over the summer pull the engine out and whatever. This is oil in here. It seems to hopefully work. It's got lots of smoke coming out, so I'm guessing it does. It's got a really weird starter system. So this is the starter here, and sorry I don't have a good focus on it. And it works on like a cable, a starter with a cable. I've never seen that before. So it goes down like this cable thing over to there, and I think it starts it on there somehow. This one's actually got a fuel filter. My previous one didn't. And got a dual carb setup. Let me see if I can get a battery that's got charge. So the battery was a no-go. I can't seem to find a worthwhile battery. And the one on my bike is dead, so we're just looking around here. It did have a brand new belt sitting in the ass end here, which is kind of cool. A little distorted, but hopefully with some heat that'll straighten back out. Yeah, she's a little rough, And there's a little better clip of it running. The engine sounds healthy. Yeah, it doesn't sound bad at all. So once I change out the belt, I think I'll do that before actually going for a ride. But yeah, I mean, for me, for 1,500 bucks, I'm happy with it. The tail light works. I can't figure out this high beam, low beam. So I think there's a switch missing. Yeah, so it's not doing anything. I'll have to look into that. So, I know that wasn't the most exciting video ever, but just wanted to share my new toy with you guys. In looking for a wire for the headlight, I got the brake locked on right now. See, this is kind of floppy. But I was like, oh, maybe there's a wire missing or some shit. But then I took this apart and I realized that this is here. With the little wire melted or broken off. Somehow this goes to be the thumb warmer in here. So that wire is supposed to be running through. I can see how it's supposed to come in. So I might have to try to fix that so I don't get a cold thumb. I'm stepping on shit here. I really got to organize my garage so I can actually have room to work on shit. I'm not a fan of the headlights because they're like the, you know, the yellowy, whatever. So I'm gonna have to look at getting some like LED versions or some shit. And also I'll want to, because I like to night ride, I'll want to get the high beam situation sorted out. Like I said, this is really janky. Something's off with this. I don't know, like, I think anyway, I don't think it should be that easy. Something's not seeming right, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, I don't know, fuck with it. But you guys tell me. In my opinion, I think I got a decent deal on it. I don't have a problem with $1,500 for this. And a lot of my viewers are from the States because I see my analytics. In the States, this is probably like a $500 sled or something. And I say that because I watch videos from the States where people buy like sleds and quads and like my bike, my DRZ 400, like people be like, oh, I just picked this up for $300. It wasn't a bad deal. I don't know how the hell you guys do it, because up here, that's not the value of shit. Also, what the fuck? Is that magic, or are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? You're probably not seeing. So this is like a bonus clip. If you stuck around, you got to see fucking magic. Because look here. See these little round holes? They are round, right? You see the roundness? They are fucking reflecting flowers. How the hell is that doing that? What? What is going on here? This is a magic fucking snowmobile. I'm dumbfounded. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, how? Huh? Okay. Look up at the shape of my light. Is that somehow reflecting through these holes? What the fuck? I'm gonna have to make a YouTube short for that. But so I'll deal with that in a minute, because my mind is totally blown right now. Because something just happened here. Okay. But anyway, I didn't show you guys the back, but the ass end is good. Tapper on the trunk. Yeah, it's got a trunk lid and everything like that. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm happy with the sled. Sorry for the boring video. Gas gauge is really fucked up, but I might try to sand that down a bit, see if I can clear it up, because it is nice to have a gas gauge, which it's on empty. Yeah, that'll wrap it up, guys. Now time to make a YouTube short about the fucking flowers going on. So see you guys next time.